Hello everyone, welcome back to the Earthy Goodness Kitchen. Hope you've all had a lovely Christmas. Today I want to make a quick video showing a few healthy eating habits that I'm going to be taking with me into 2025, some of which I'm already doing and others that I'd like to start. I'd love to know what habits relating to food and how we eat you're hoping to pick up or continue into the new year, so let me know in the comment section. While I discuss my 5 points, in the background of the video I'm going to be making a really tasty coconut crusted tofu with a Katsu curry sauce and some coriander and lime rice, and as usual, if you'd like to try the recipe, it will be in the description box of this video. So let's start with the first habit, and that is eating slower and generally more mindfully. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy just to cram in food without even thinking about it, and I've definitely been guilty of doing this myself. But in the recent months, I've tried to slow down, take a few breaths before I start eating, and really focus on the food that's in front of me. Also, when eating alone, I would always have like a podcast or a YouTube video playing, but now I really try to just focus on the food. By doing this, I found I enjoy the foods much more, as you can take in the smells, the texture, and of course the flavours without being distracted by a YouTube video or whatever else you're doing. It's also about appreciating your food, being grateful for everything that's happened, for the foods to be in front of you, from the farmers to the people that transported it to you, and even the store workers who sold it to you. And as a bonus, I found that my digestion improves dramatically when I slow down and make sure to properly chew my food. And if you're looking to lose weight, it can also help you listen to your hunger cues and stop eating before you're too full. This next habit I've been doing for a while now, and it is eating a high protein breakfast. This has been one of my favourite changes to my diet, as a kid I would start my day with something like Cocoa Pops or like a sugary bread, which would quickly lead to a very hard crash in energy and focus. So now I try to get at least 20 grams or even closer to 30 grams of protein in my breakfast, which helps give me steady energy throughout the morning. A favourite of mine at the moment is overnight oats made with some unsweetened soy yogurt, which is packed with protein. Today, for example, I had lemon and blueberries in these oats and it was absolutely delicious. You could also have scrambled tofu, a breakfast burrito, some sort of vegan egg substitute, or a smoothie with some protein powder in it. Just make sure you get a protein powder that doesn't contain any sweeteners or emulsifiers or any of that rubbish. This is a great way to start your day to keep you satisfied, keep your blood sugars level, repair muscles if you've got a workout planned, and stop you from craving sweet treats later on in the day. My next habit is a little controversial but important in my mind. It's allowing yourself to have a treat once in a while. Now this can be a tricky one as it gets easily misinterpreted. What I don't mean is having a treat every day, but once a week or even a few times a week, a piece of cake, pizza, crisps is going to be fine if the rest of your diet is on point. So at the moment I'd say my diet is about 90% healthy and maybe 10% sort of a little bit naughty. I found that denying yourself these treats can lead to binge eating when you finally get hold of them. For me, for example, the other day someone brought in donuts to work and I think I ended up eating around 3 of them. Or for example, I might have a bag of crisps and end up eating like a family size pack, so it's not really ideal. Whereas allowing yourself to have a treat every now and again and not feeling guilty about it is a much healthier way to go about these sort of things. Of course, if you have a health condition that you're trying to reverse, or maybe you're training for like an athletic event, being more strict and having healthier treats like dark chocolate, fruits and nuts is a good idea and something I'll often do. On to the next habit, and that is that I want to start eating more fermented food. I'm talking about foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, tempeh, kombucha, miso, even sourdough bread. These are packed with probiotics which are great for gut health. Now the issue I have with these foods is simply that I don't particularly enjoy a lot of them. Things like kimchi or sauerkraut, even tempeh, I find the taste and texture to be a little bit off-putting. I'd love to try make my own kimchi or sauerkraut, because then I can try to adjust the flavours. Maybe I'd like lots of ginger to it to sort of mask the fermented flavour. I think starting with fermented foods you know you enjoy is a good place to start. For example, I love using miso, and also kombucha is quite nice. I've also had a coconut kefir, which is really good, so definitely start with ones that you already enjoy. You could also take a probiotic, which is something I do every now and again, but I feel like getting from food is probably more beneficial. So let me know if you have any tips for eating more fermented foods in the comment section, and yeah, that's going to be my goal for the new year. My final healthy eating habit, which I've actually been doing for quite a long time now, is experimenting with different cuisines. This could look like trying a new curry, making your own sushi, experimenting with Thai flavours, or even making your own Chinese dumplings. I love doing this as you learn new skills, discover new flavors, and you're likely to diversify the types of nutrients that you're including in your diet, compared to if you were to only eat like Italian food, for example. Not that I've got anything against eating a lot of Italian food. For me, some of the best ways to experiment with different cuisines is to pick up a cookbook on a specific cuisine, or you could find a YouTube channel that focuses on one. You could go to a cooking class, or even just look up a recipe online and spend one of your days of work trying to perfect the dish and learn about the different cooking techniques and flavors. So leave a comment with a healthy eating habit you want to continue or pick up in 2025, and let's embrace nourishing our bodies with nutritious food and our minds with positive content.